Jeff Platt here with PokerNews.com. Good time to catch up with Tony Dunst of the World Poker Tour. Tony, how would you sum up your excitement level when you come into a World Series of Poker?
It varies from year to year. Okay. The last couple of years, I really wasn't that excited for it, and I took most of the summer off, showed up pretty late. For whatever reason, this summer, I felt very excited. We had some World Poker Tour events in May at the Aria leading up to the World Series, and I've just been playing as much poker as I can for about a month at least.
You sat next to a guy by the name of Phil Ivey at the Colossus. What's running through your mind when you see him playing that event?
How big are his bracelet bets? Like that, seriously, like I was just wondering why. But it turns out, according to Daniel Negreanu on Twitter anyway, that he doesn't have any bracelet bets, which is very confusing, but I guess he just kind of loves it and wants to earn bracelets, so good for him.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Are there any events for you that you, quote-unquote, circle on the calendar throughout this next month and a half?
No, not really. Obviously, you always look forward to the main event. Like, that's one of the biggest opportunities, it is the biggest opportunity all year long to have a massive score. Besides that, you know, I always enjoy the Six Max events here. You just get to see a lot of hands, and the fields are often pretty good, pretty big. So, you know, the whole series is really good.
This series also gives you, I think, a fairly unique opportunity to connect with some fans of the World Poker Tour that you may not get to meet all the time. What's that experience been like for you over these last couple years?
Yes, for sure. You get to meet players from all over the world, all over the United States here at the World Series. That is an aspect that I've always liked. And just getting, you know what, as much as it's about getting to meet some fans, getting to see all your friends every summer and that very summer camp feel, I think is a lot of what I look forward the most as far as when it comes to connecting with people. You know, there's so many guys that you've been doing this grind with for like a decade or 6 years or whatever. And we all have these crazy swings in the game, especially playing tournaments and everything. So it's just always awesome to see those guys, you know, on the tables, in the hallways, in the bars, in the, you know, in the back. So whatever.
We saw the final table of the Tournament of Champions at the Esports Arena at the Luxor. We'll get to the decision in a little bit to move the final tables there. But what do you think that arena does to enhance the viewer's experience?
Well, first of all, it looks great. It's going to look really good on screen. The viewer around the live spectator at the Esports Arena actually has more to do than just watch the game. I always felt that a live final table could be kind of dry for the spectator because you can only half tell what's going on. Sure. It's like an 8-hour process. Your player isn't involved in many hands. You don't really understand their thought process. At the Esports Arena, you've got multiple bars. You can order food. There's a whole bunch of arcade games around. You can go out to the front and play in a little virtual reality or the whole series of people playing Fortnite on desktops and everything. There's like a Topgolf setup. So as a spectator, I think it's a much better setting to just hang out and watch, you know, part of the final table, part of whatever the game is on TV that night. I would never expect somebody watching a live final table to be consumed with the action for 8 hours straight.
And finally, Tony, what are your thoughts on the decision to move all televised final tables to that arena, therefore delaying some final tables at some WPT events?
Yeah, you know, I think the initiative there is the pairing of the Esports Arena and our game's energy and efforts behind that arena with the World Poker Tour franchise. And they want to see whether there is an opportunity to attract a new audience and, of course, a younger audience that is engaged in the esports realm. And, of course, whether, you know, that works with the players, we're about to find out. Hopefully they like this change. I know there's been some, you know, criticism online, and we did anticipate that. But hopefully it's a change that we can work with the players on and communicate on the players with. And we are really excited about the arena itself. So we do feel that the players that are skeptical about the arena and about the changes, if they come and see the arena itself, that may help sway them.
Tony, thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
That is Tony Dunst of the World Poker Tour. I'm Jeff Platt for PokerNews.com.